Welcome students. Today we will start with the new topic of SST lesson number 5, our constitution. Before starting this topic, we have to know about the meaning of constitution. That what is the meaning of constitution? Constitution tells us the fundamental nature of our society. It defines the position and powers of the government and the citizens. It also includes the rights and duties of the citizens. Need for a constitution. We need a constitution because we need a government to protect our natural rights to life, liberty, and property. The constitution provides a set of written rules that is authorized and approved by the people. When India became independent, leaders had to form a government. Nature of the Indian Constitution. Students, it is the longest written constitution in the world. It defines the structure, procedures, powers, and duties of the government. It also states the rights and duties of the citizens. It states that India is a socialist, secular, and democratic republic. One is the point of out of them is sovereign. It states that people of India have defined themselves as free people. Second one is socialist. There is no discrimination on the basis of caste and gender. There is social and economic equality. Next is secular. It means citizens are free to follow any religion. All religions are given equal importance. Democratic. People have the right to choose their government. All citizens above the age of 18 have a right to vote in the elections. Next is republic. India has an elected head of state that holds powers for a fixed time. The fundamental rights. Students, there are some fundamental rights of the citizens. Out of them, the one is right to equality. Equality means equal rights under the law. Whether you are a man, you are a woman, but the rights are equal. Right to freedom. Every citizen is free to speak. Next is right against exploitation. Exploitation means misused. Children are especially protected by this right. Protecting them from child labor is the main aim of this right. Right to freedom of religion. Free to choose any religion. Cultural and educational rights. India is a land of diversity with many languages and cultures in different states of the country. Every minority group have a right to protect their culture. Next is right to constitutional remedies. Every citizen has an equal right to appeal to court of law for justice if there is a threat to his life or property. They have a right to appeal. Next is right to education. This right is newly, or we can say that recently, come into existence. It given to the citizens recently as per the Rights to Education Act 2009. All children 6 to 14 years have a right to free and compulsory education by this law. Next are the fundamental duties. Students, there are some fundamental duties. Out of them, one is we must respect the constitution and obey the laws of the country. Second is respect our national flag, national anthem. We must help the government in times of national crisis. As we know now, the situation of lockdown is going on. So same time we have to be help the government by staying at our homes. We must safeguard public property. We must follow non-violence, protect and preserve environment. So next one is directive principles of state policy. Students, it contains broad guidelines followed by the government while establishing policies and laws. Some of directive principles are Number one, the government should promote the welfare of the people. They should create equal work opportunities for men and women. It means that there must be equal opportunities for the men as well as for the women. Government should create provisions for free and compulsory education for the children. Last one is preservation of environment. So students, this is all about the chapter. I think you will get it easily. Thank you. Have a nice time.